Okay, PBF, it's time to reflect on God's work in our church for the last 12 months and prayerfully consider His call to us for 2025. Looking back, I see the remarkable progress that we made in ministry, particularly as we continue to grow and learn and earn wins, even as our team learned to work together with talented new players. It's a pleasure for me to report our highest worship attendance in church history, with 1,500 people gathered together on Christmas Eve. And then 2,200 people joining together with our Holy Week services at Easter time. Opening Easter Sunday with Oh Happy Day with our dear friend Dr. Stephen Newby remains a fond memory and will live in my memory forever. I'm particularly grateful for Tracy Marsh, a relatively new team member. Her talents have been invaluable to making things like Christmas and Easter happen. In February, we welcomed Will Hoffman and Andrea Hoffman, and Pastor Will has been a tremendous blessing, bringing energy and fresh life to our church. Initiatives like our marriage classes, marriage enrichment events like Date Night with Danny Ray, and the most recent class being Fearfully and Wonderfully Made, or Faith in Science with Greg Kutsona. All of these have strengthened us as followers of Jesus. And then who can forget Pastor Jeff, who joined us just a little more than a year ago, and he has been a steady and essential partner in improving efficiency and managing costs and implementing new systems for our church, like our brand new Church Center database. Do you know that his contributions have contributed to over $23,000 in savings in our annual budget? I'm proud to report that this year we raised a record $40,000 to support 22 youth on a relief missions trip to Puerto Rico. We raised $35,000 for victims of the October 7th attacks in Israel. And as of this filming, we've raised $23,000 for those who've been affected by Hurricane Helene and Milton. That is a banner year for giving for Peninsula Bible. Through outreach events like Light Up the Night, Spring Brick, and Trunkville, we've hosted over 2,000 kids and adults, many of whom were new to our church. One parent who doesn't go to our church shared her kid's sentiment with us. Their kid said to her, "Mom, this church knows how to do Halloween and Christmas the best." I'll take that as a win. There's so much more to celebrate, from the impactful moments like Old Bessie and Roundup at the fairgrounds, to Men's Retreat with Scott Sauls, 39 couples at Military Date Night, and the joy of reuniting Eddie Demo and his wife Bona with a healthy kidney with their church in Albania. All of this while hearing incredible testimonies from friends around the globe, friends of ours serving in Africa, the Middle East, Central Asia, of how Jesus is moving, not just here in Kitsap County, but all around the globe. Who would have imagined this level of progress this year would hold in store? We are truly blessed. Let's hear now from our amazing team. Take it away, Jeff.
My first year at PBF has been rewarding. Thank you for your warm welcome to me and my family. One of our goals for 2024 was to make some improvements in our systems and processes, maybe to enhance efficiency, bring clarity, and when possible, save some money. Planning Center became our new church management software, introducing the new app that has improved congregational engagement and resulted in cost savings with our online giving platform. Internally, Microsoft Teams helps streamline how we collaborate as a staff. We also moved to a wireless phone platform, and it improved our access and availability. Optimizing our internal credit card management system helped provide better oversight and equip the staff to manage their budget and accounting more effectively. New job descriptions were created for each team member to help bring clarity to their roles and responsibilities. As we developed the 2025 budget, we had valuable input from our ministry leads, the finance committee, as well as the elders. This year, we welcomed Jason Brady to our facilities team. He's been doing an outstanding job maintaining our grounds and facilities. I'm excited about the year ahead as we continue to pursue our mission to love everyone, grow followers of Jesus, and serve passionately.
As the newest guy on the team, thank you for the welcome you've extended to me and Andrea. It's been a pleasure getting to know the community group leaders here. There are 246 adults at PBF actively involved in community groups. These relational spaces are essential for living, growing, and serving together. Our men's ministry is thriving. We had over 100 men attend the retreat, and now there are 5 small groups meeting regularly. Our men's breakfast continue to provide a welcoming place to hear how God is working in a speaker's life, but we also share and pray together at tables. Globally, PBF continues to support and encourage over 23 workers and 13 organizations serving around the world. Many have been able to join us in person and through video interactions. In addition to the youth mission trip to Puerto Rico, a team is currently scouting and planning another adult short-term mission trip. We've also launched spiritual formation initiatives. Over 60 people, young and old, gathered on Sunday mornings to explore how we are wonderfully made in God's plan and design. We plan to offer ongoing classes in the coming year as well. Membership has grown significantly in 2024. In 3 membership classes, we welcomed 74 new members to the PBF family. This year, we hosted 2 Better Than Date nights, including over 250 people. Our 6-week marriage class, Us in Mind, focused on strengthening marriages individually, as couples, and as a community. We look forward to creating more opportunities to encourage and equip marriages to reflect God's love for His people.
2024 was a year of growth for our worship team. We brought on 10 new musicians and 5 new tech members. We brought on a designated AV tech and youth worship leader, Reese Weisgerber, and I am truly grateful to serve alongside this talented team. Some of the highlights this year include inspiring times of worship, like Women's Worship Night and Retreat. Recharge was a multi-church event of unified singing and breakthrough. Song and Story Night was when our talented songwriters shared original compositions and the inspiring testimonies behind them. Good Friday service was a beautiful collaboration with musicians from 5 other churches held at the Bremerton Performing Arts Auditorium. Easter celebrations featured a gospel-styled service with choir, horns, a drumline, and special guest from Texas, Dr. Stephen Newby. We encourage youth development through Impact Worship Arts Summer Camp, where young people grew in their musical skills for the Lord. This November, we are leading worship for our Women's Weekend. Then, as a team, we plan to attend the Christian Musicians Summit in Tacoma. Last Christmas Eve celebrated the joy of Christ's birth with a record 24-piece orchestra, dazzling brass and strings, and professional lighting. This year, we plan to do the same, but with symphonic and Celtic music. God's guidance has been incredible, and I look forward to what He has in store for 2025. Thank you so much for your continued investment in our worship ministry at PBF.
As we reflect on 2024, it's heartening to see how our church community has flourished. Women's ministry was especially vibrant this year, with 13 impactful events, ranging from heartfelt Saturday mornings with personal testimonies to nights filled with music mania, dance moves included. Bible studies and prayer groups offered ongoing opportunities for growth and fellowship. The recent Women's Weekend saw about 100 women focus on hope, healing, and the heart of relationship. And we look forward to celebrating with Christmas dessert in December. All of these spaces foster intergenerational relationships to strengthen and encourage one another and allow the younger to glean wisdom from the older. In June, Peninsula Bible's 4 KidSAP service projects brought all ages together to serve in the community. By partnering with organizations like Scarlet Road, Miracle Ranch, and Coffee Oasis, many of you shared your time and talents to make a meaningful impact. One highlight was the Family Fun Day for all of Crest's foster families in August, which created a joyful space for parents and children to connect. These events also provided wonderful opportunities for many of you to build relationships within our church family. This year, we tried to create some standout moments for you, from special refreshments on Easter and Christmas Music Sunday to our Roundup at the Fairgrounds event in September. We hope you felt the love and appreciation from our staff. Your involvement is vital to the mission and strengthens our community. Thank you for how you show up to love, grow, and serve.
Hey PBF family, thank you for the ways you continue to show up for youth. High school ministry has seen about 20% growth in overall attendance this year. We kicked off the year with over 40 students playing laser tag at the paintball park across the street. And since that time, in addition to meeting weekly for worship, teaching, and small groups, we've had the joy of baptizing 10 students, celebrating 11 graduating seniors, and in July, we hosted 73 teens and 29 leaders at summer camp. Many of our students share a heart for serving others, and this year, a student-led group has been serving around Kitsap on a monthly basis. That same heart to serve was demonstrated by our Puerto Rico youth missions team. By God's provision and your generosity, our island-bound auction raised $40,000 for youth missions, and in April, 6 leaders and 22 students traveled to Añasco. They spent time praying with locals, cleaning homes, and working with Puerto Rico Somos Gente on remodeling projects. It is remarkable to watch God work in and through our high school students. It's been an honor to work with our military ministry. In January, a group of sailors and a soldier bonded over paintball and Thai food. In May, 39 military couples joined us for a date night at Maynard's, while 40 kids were cared for by volunteers. In September, we relaunched the ministry with 20 leaders, and we're gearing up for an exciting 2025. Next month, this November, we're expecting to serve pie and chai to over 100 military members and their families at Bangor. We're also planning an open table dinner to welcome military families into the new year. The sky's the limit for military ministry moving forward. So thanks for your prayers and support. These ministries are thriving because of you.
This past year has been amazing in middle school ministry. Along with 12 small group leaders, I've had the privilege of discipling about 50 students in grades 6 to 8. Several of them made commitments to the Lord at our middle school winter camp this past February. We spent many Wednesday nights helping these students grow in their biblical understanding and personal application. Last year, we specifically focused on the Holy Spirit and studied the book of Acts. It was incredible to see so many students join a Bible reading plan together. After summer camp, a few middle schoolers were baptized, which was a beautiful moment. Looking ahead, we're planning to strengthen our parent ministries, walk through the first third of the Bible, and discuss what it means to be evangelical. I'm so thankful to serve these students alongside passionate small group leaders. In Young Adults Ministry, my team and I have organized several events to foster connections. Tacos and trivia, lawn games and food, they're all a blast this last year. And in the coming year, we're aiming to launch more young adult small groups and young family groups. I'm excited to see young adults grow, serve, and continue integrating into the life of the church together.
PBF Kids experiences fun, meaningful connections both during our Sunday mornings and events, thanks to our amazing serve teams. Our third annual Spring Brick gave families the opportunity to build and explore their creative engineering skills. In October, we hosted our 9th Trunkable with 42 carnival games and trunks, 700 cotton candy cones, and 20,000 game tickets. We were able to serve more than 1,200 people from our community. Thank you to everyone who stepped up to help, sharing the love of Jesus through the warmth and fun you brought to both those events. Sunday attendance has remained steady with an average of 100 to 110 kids each week. It's so encouraging to welcome a new family or two every Sunday, many of whom attend because you invited them. Instead of junior camp this year, the Grand Camp Tour offered 3 days at 3 different camps throughout the summer. Kids got to experience the unique activities each camp offered, exploring nature, pushing their comfort zones, and building friendships. We also hosted fun and sun family afternoons where kids and several dads enjoyed a giant slip and slide, water games, and popsicles. It doesn't get much better than that. Lastly, one of the highlights for Janet, Michelle, and me has been witnessing the dedication of our Sunday Serve team. Whether caring for infants, engaging toddlers, interacting with preschoolers, connecting with elementary kids in small groups, welcoming new families, or working behind the scenes to make all those moments possible, thank you. You are making a lasting impact on kids and families every week.
Halftime is a ministry designed for people in the second half of life, however you want to define that. We launched Halftime in 2018 with a leadership team of 14, most of whom are still with the team. Now, the 2024 season has been one of our best. It's been filled with rich, enjoyable conversations over delicious dinners served by the Kitsap Golf and Country Club and wonderful programs. Highlights this year including a spring performance by the Tracy Marsh Band, a relaxing summer picnic at the scenic Brownsville Marina, and the fall banquet with record attendance featuring Mark Pearson of the Brothers Four. Mark shared heartwarming stories and songs from his 50-plus year professional career all over the world. The Marsh Family Band is returning and will be our guest for our annual Christmas Gala on Friday, December 13th, to deliver a full program of cheerful holiday music. It's been my joy and honor to serve as pastor at large these past 8 years here at PBF. This will be my last season in this role, and I'm pleased, so pleased, to announce that I'll be officially passing the halftime baton onto and into the capable hands of Jeff Davis. He'll begin a new chapter of Halftime Story in 2025. Still planning to be around, but Joy and I will be attending with many of you. Thank you, PBF. And thank you, Brent, for allowing me to serve you on the pastoral team. Love in Christ to you all.
Well, there you have it. Who would have ever thought in a year with almost 50% new ministry team leaders, in a year where we had brand new babies come aboard from 2 other key staff members like little Juniper Konjorski and little Bjorn Whitman, who would have imagined that we could see so much success and expansion of ministry? God has truly blessed us. I have to say, this is a bittersweet report for me because we're losing 2 incredible elders in Brett Eddy and Dave Condon. Brett has been such a wonderful support to me as my elder, and he has helped me navigate some incredibly difficult and unique crises, not the least of which was COVID. And David has been God's intended man to serve as worship elder as we navigated some truly rough seas. His strength and resilience has been a comfort to me in very trying times. Let me say to you that they both have worked tirelessly on your behalf, and they are worthy of your gratitude. PBF is where it is today in part because of their wisdom, foresight, and faith. Thank you, Brett. And thank you, David. As we close, it's always important to think about tomorrow. And I am challenging our team now to place a special emphasis on younger adults for the coming year. We're called as a church to communicate God's goodness from one generation to the next. I really see military ministry as a cornerstone of these initiatives. Do you know at our last membership class, 19 out of 21 new members had a connection to the military. I don't know about you, that feels like an attaboy from Jesus for pursuing military ministry. We're going to launch a new series of social media moments in the coming months that were professionally produced from a gift from a special donor, and I'd like for you to see one of them now. Hi, I'm Brent James. I'm the lead pastor at Peninsula Bible. My dad was kind of a crusty old Air Force Master Sergeant. And I do believe that I got him the greatest Christmas present that any of his kids ever gave to my dad. And that was tickets to the Boeing Air Museum. And my dad really grew up in the midst of the Great Depression, coming out of World War II, and his father left him and his siblings, and it was a very, very hardscrabble youth. He started talking about this church. I can't remember the name of the church, but I said, well, this church seems kind of special to you, Dad. And he goes, oh yeah. He goes, you know, I was 19, I was a fresh airman, just out of basic, was sent to learn stuff at Boeing, and I had a birthday, and they found out that I was having a birthday, and so they got the whole church together, particularly the young people. The church had purchased a birthday cake, and they opened up the box and it said, "Happy birthday, Ron." And my dad started to get kind of choked up, and he said, that was the first birthday cake anyone had ever given me. And you could tell the way in which he felt loved by a church. And I think that's the opportunity that we have here at Peninsula Bible Fellowship. We have all of these enlisted sailors, all of these officers, all of these Marines who are coming from all around the country. And they're here for Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter, times in which you get together with the family, and often there is no family for them to get together with. And yet, the body of Christ can be a wonderful family. The church can be a wonderful family. And our hope is that we get to be that family who loves our military personnel and love them well, such that they feel special. And I hope that 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, maybe there'll be people with tears in their eyes who will talk about how loved they were at Peninsula Bible. Oh, that God would open our eyes to see the harvest, that you and I might be the love that could change the story of a young man or a young woman, a sailor, a Marine, a soldier, that they might know that they have unique worth to God and to us, and that Peninsula Bible is a place that they can call home. Oh, PBF, may God continue to amaze us with His goodness and amaze us with His blessing, and to fill us to overflowing with gratitude. And may we communicate the gospel from generation to generation. God bless you. Good night.